Well, hey YouTube. Sorry, I went on a dry spell there for a while. Didn't find anything on the curb. On top of that, work has been busy. But I have a mower today. Found this over the weekend. It's an oldie, but I think it's a goodie. So let's see what we can do here today. I'll bring you in closer. We have a Craftsman 4.5 horsepower E1 Tecumseh 20-inch mulcher aluminum deck. How about that? The wheels look good. We've got our hubcaps all the way around. And this one was made in the USA. So that tells you it's old. I'll show you what I think is wrong with it. Issue number 1. It is way overfilled with oil. I don't know if that'll show. Probably has about 4 times the amount of oil it's supposed to have. And that's why the deck is so oily. I think it's blowing out of the muffler. And I think we also have a plugged up carburetor. One other thing that might amuse you mower gearheads, we have a Briggs & Stratton handle on this rope. When I got it, the tank was dry. I put fresh gas in, but this is about all that it does. It smokes like crazy because of all that oil in it, and it starts and dies. So first things first, I'm going to drain some of that extra oil out, and then we'll take that carburetor off and have a looky-loo. We've got the oil right about where it should be. One thing, the oil does look clean. I probably will change it if this thing runs okay, just because you never know what kind of oil people put in these things, and I like to know that the correct oil is in it if I sell it to somebody. But at least now it's not overfilled. On to the carburetor. First things first, off with their head. And by head I don't mean the actual head, I mean the cover. We're actually missing one of the 3 screws. Get the tank out of the way. Now we have better access to our carburetor. Muffler has to come off. And now I'm going to take the entire intake manifold off. And hopefully the gasket behind it doesn't break. Okay, I think I got lucky. I think my gasket survived. So there is our pretty little carburetor. Let's pop off that bowl. Yeah, look at the crud in there. It's the old kind with the brass float. Okay, I'm going to clean this out and see what we have when we're done. The gasket doesn't look very good right there. I don't know if I have another. And after looking through my Tecumseh bin of treasures, I found a gasket on this donor carburetor that's in better shape than the old one. The old one has that little indentation in it, so that may make it not prime very well. It might make it leak. This one looks better. So the bowl is as clean as it's going to get. It's just kind of stained. I'm going to put everything back together. I drained the gas out of the tank. Look at all the yummies in there. A lot of water and dirt. Time for reassembly. Really, you should put the fuel line on before. I usually do it the hard way. But while it's still loose, I should be able to get it on there. There we go. on with their head. That's what I was afraid of. That one's kind of stripped out. Moment of truth. What's it gonna do? Okay, it's not priming. It's day 2. I've been back at it. I haven't been filming everything I've done today, but I'll bring you up to speed. I dug out a newer gas tank and shroud and put it on here. 2 of the screw holes in the red cover were stripped out. This one has good screw holes all the way around. And we're trying a different carburetor. In my Tecumseh box of treasures, I have a lot of junk carburetors, but hopefully this one that I put on is still okay. We're about to find out. So I think the issue on the old carburetor is the float. I think it needs a new seat in there. The float sits too high. I don't carry any Tecumseh seats, so we're going to try a spare part. So let's see what happens. I have not started this yet. It does have gas in it, and I imagine it's going to smoke a while, but let's see. Doing the exact same thing.
Yep. Not much better.
Take 3. Same day, different carburetor. Brand new, aftermarket. What will this do? Didn't put the muffler on. How about we put the muffler on? I shut it down last time. I didn't want to bother my neighbors. So now it has its muffler. Let's see what it does. Well, if this taught me anything, it's not to give up. Turns out my junk carburetors were junk, and this new aftermarket one seems to do the job. Still burning off a little bit of oil, but I'm going to go ahead and change it and use it. Let it run a little bit more today. I bet that'll clear up the smoking issues. It's hard to say what kind of oil the last guy put in here. That sounds pretty good for being junk. Thanks for watching.